Ooh, grab your friends, it's time to vibe. Come together, feel that vibe.
Hello, YouTube. Welcome to the channel, Unique Sports Talk. You're on the swivel at the sports bar. Hey, listen, it's happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. It's going to be a short one. All my partners out, getting ready for Thanksgiving just like I am. But I said the show must go on because this is the 52nd episode for season 2. So I had to come on tonight. And of course, I haven't done this live yet, but I'm going to go back to doing it live in a little bit, maybe sometime in this third season coming up. But anyway, so of course, football season's in full swing. So is the NBA Cup. And it seems like the players really play hard for the NBA Cup. Everybody, basketball players, if you know basketball players, they like trophies. They like money, of course, but they like trophies. And NHL is kind of silent because they're just going through it and positioning themselves. Maybe they should have some in-season tournament. I think they had one before, the Winter Cup or something like that. And, then we have some regular sports banter. We have a few things that we're going to talk about. So that's cool. So I just wanted to kind of, welcome you in, and you will just go from there. So this might not be a long video because, it's just me, So what's next? All right, just the typical stuff, like, share, and subscribe when you see this on replay. Then put a comment, put an emoji, a comment, or anything in the comment block. Just say you were here, you look for a minute, or you look for a half hour. If you stay to the end, I appreciate it. And let me know that you stayed to the end. Anyway, you know how. I'll probably ask this again when we get to the other part. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and start with football. Yeah, man, this football season is in full swing. We're on that last 5 games? I mean, doesn't it go by real fast? Football season goes by real fast. And so we're in our last 5 games of the season. I think there's no more buys. And, okay, so we're going to go talk about it. Let me see let me go ahead. This next. All right, here we go. All right. Okay, the music's off. So here's the current NFL standings. If you're watching the sports, you know what the standings are. The Patriots, the Colts. I mean, all the leaders. We're going to take a little quick look at a snapshot of the playoff picture. The Buccaneers look like they fell back a little bit. But the Eagles are surprising that they're still kind of tough even after they won a Super Bowl. So they still look like they're trying to repeat. The Bears are surprised at the top. Caleb is looking like he's trying to come into his own. The Broncos, nobody really wants to talk about them, but they are 9-2. They are 9-2. The Colts are playing well. Of course, the Ravens had to come back from the abyss. Now, they had that tiebreaker over Pittsburgh. That's why they're in first place. But they're still tenuous at best. They got to win their games. They play the Bengals next, which is always a tough game for the Ravens. So if they're going to take that division, they got to just keep winning. And I don't know if Tomlin doesn't make the playoffs, I think this could be his last year. And as far as the Patriots, their quarterback, May, is looking good. The Bills look like they stepped back a little bit, but they're going to make the playoffs, so they're always going to be dangerous. Their quarterback is not looking his best. I can tell you that much, though. Excuse me for a second. All right, so here's the 13 matchup, week 13 matchups across the board. They got some division games that are going to be important. And, of course, they got some cross-conference rivalries going on. So there's going to be some good football. And this is a special week because we're going to see a lot of football this week. Of course, we got the Thursday night games. And we have a special Friday night game, which is going to get us the Bears and the Eagles. So we're gonna have 3 games tomorrow, so we can sit down and kind of vegetate on all the turkey that we've eaten, and then we got the Bears and the Eagles on Friday. Plus, there's a whole slew of basketball tonight for the NBA Cup and Friday for the NBA Cup. Right, so they're gonna, I think, they're gonna determine who those conference winners are going to be after this week. I think they're going to the playoff round starting next week. So let's just stick with football. So here's my top 5 games, and I added a special one because tomorrow with the asterisk, all of these games are on TV tomorrow. So the Packers and the Lions, of course, a divisional game. The Chiefs cross-conference game of play. The Chiefs need this win big time against the Cowboys, who need their win as well. So that should be a really good game. And then the Bengals and the Ravens. The Ravens, of course, after coming back, after being 1-5, they may be a rare team that can come back all the way and make the playoffs. Okay, so there's some good games coming up. So there's 4 games, and of course, that the Bears and the Eagles at the top, and that's a Friday night game. So that should have 3 asterisks on there. So here's the power rankings, the way they look right now, just for shits and giggles. Let's look at what the first couple of minutes of this video, so we can look at the power rankings.
Welcome to CBS Sports HQ, presented by Geico. I'm Chris Hassel, and I have right here Pete Prisco's power rankings heading into our Thanksgiving Day games. We have a great Black Friday game and a full great slate on Sunday as we present you his power rankings presented by Geico. Top 2 remain the same. Rams 1, Patriots 2. Pete says in his article that the Rams are clearly the best team in the league. Seahawks jump back into the top 5. They're the biggest riser, up 3 spots. Bears finally into the top 10 at number 10. Biggest faller is a former number 1, all the way down there at 15, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're not even in the first 3 tiers. Best of the best, Rams, Patriots, and then 3 through 8 there in that chasing a championship, including the Broncos, who are coming off the bye, looking for a 9th straight win this week. As we break it all down from 1 to 32 with
So this is going to be good enough for what we want to do today in terms of him looking at standing.
Welcome into NFL Daily. I am Tom Downey. We're breaking down the playoff picture entering Week 13, specifically going in depth on the AFC playoff picture. We'll briefly update where the NFC sits, but there's a Monday Night Football game that's going to matter there. All the AFC games are actually done for the week. They're actually done going into Sunday Night Football, but the timing meant I was not going to be able to get to it. Patriots have the number 1 seed at 10-2. Their bye has actually not yet come, crazily enough. Denver, Indy in control of their divisions for now, at least. The Ravens have now surpassed the Pittsburgh Steelers to be the 4 seed, at least for now.
Yeah, that's right. That at least for now is tenuous at best. So I'm still not convinced that the Ravens have all their package back, the offensive firepower. I still think Lamar Jackson has taken a step back because now he's thinking all over again because he wants to, be a pocket quarterback, and I think he should just be taken off some time. And I think he's hesitating, and so it's taking away some of his power. That's just me from my observations on how bad they started this year. So he might be coming out of it. They say he might be a little banged up. I keep seeing the question, the cue that he's questionable every week from week to week, and he's still playing, but something they say is wrong with him. And but that's just footballese. All right, so there's the rest of the wild card.
They have that tiebreaker. And then a lot of chaos here. 3 7-win teams, Chargers, Jags, and Bills. 3 6-win teams, Steelers, Texans, and Chiefs. All of them at least think they have a chance to find a way to make the postseason. Again, we'll go in depth on all of those teams briefly here. This is where the NFC play.
But listen, you know what? You have to notice that even at 1-10, Tennessee hasn't been eliminated yet. Isn't that weird? I mean, that's weird, and that probably has to do with the fact that Pittsburgh and the Ravens have such a bad record at the top of their division. But it's amazing, that one of those wild cards could be up for grab. Anyway, I mean, I don't see how they're not eliminated. Like the Giants are eliminated in the NFC.
Like picture sits. Don't think there are going to be any clinching scenarios quite yet for any of these teams because the Cowboys beat the Eagles. I think that actually extended an extra week, frankly, from the Eagles' perspective in that division. The Giants are our first eliminated team. Now, if you want the NFC play...
see, that's what I'm saying. So we don't have to stick around for that. I can't believe that Tennessee is still, is still in the running. So let me go back a second and look where Tennessee is at. The Titans are 1-10. How the hell are they still in it? Let's just say that's 11 games. So they got 6 games. So if they win all 6 games, what would have to happen? I would imagine the Ravens have to, and Pittsburgh have to lose all the rest of their games. And so they are still alive. Right? And if they both lose all their games, they can get in as a wild card. Right, because one of the teams, well, let me see. It's only 3 wild cards. I still don't see it, man. These other teams got to collapse. Like they can't catch these 7 and 14, but I guess they could. So it's just amazing that they're still alive. With the possibilities. So whatever, man. They ain't getting in. So I'm just spitballing. Okay, college football. This guy, I've been tracking this guy all year. I always give him a chance to say his little piece, on the top 10 games. Let's go. Let's do it.
Here are the top 10 college football games of Week 14. We've made it to the best weekend of the season, rivalry week in college football. At number 10, we've got Iowa and Nebraska. This one should be a lot of fun. Both teams aren't going to make the playoffs, but either team would have their entire season made by ending the year with a win in this game. Miami hits the road to play Pitt in what's not necessarily a traditional rivalry game, but these teams certainly don't like each other. Pitt has wrecked a couple of Miami seasons previously, and both teams are still in ACC title contention and playoff contention this season. The Egg Bowl is a staple of rivalry week, and it should be a great one this year. Ole Miss puts it on the line on the road versus Mississippi State. It's been a scrappy Bulldogs team this year. The only thing that could make this game better is if they moved it back to Thanksgiving Day where it belongs. The Iron Bowl is arguably the best rivalry game in college football, and it's especially great when Alabama has to go to Jordan-Hare because Auburn is usually the underdog, usually outmatched, but whenever the game is in Jordan-Hare, something really weird happens, and we're in another case where Bama on the playoff bubble, they have to go on the road versus Auburn. The Territorial Cup has quietly teed itself up to be one of the best rivalry games of the season. Both could be ranked in this game. Both are 8-3, having solid seasons. And for the winner of this game, it's really going to make their year. For the loser, it could break it. This marks the second year of Texas and Texas A&M renewing their rivalry vows in the SEC. And last year, A&M got humbled at home by the Longhorns. They're looking to return the favor this season. But Texas, they're looking to keep their streak going. Georgia and Georgia Tech delivered one of the games of the year last season when Georgia Tech nearly beat Georgia on the road. This one's at a neutral site. Georgia Tech arguably better this year. They are coming off the loss, but they will be motivated in this one. I expect a great game. Oregon is positioned perfectly to host a playoff game this year. The only team that could spoil it is the Washington Huskies, who get the Ducks in their own building. They're going to be fired up for this game. Their entire season basically hinges on this one. Vandy, Tennessee isn't one of the first rivalries you think of when it comes to college football, but this one is positioned to be a great game. Vandy puts their playoff hopes on the line on the road versus a Tennessee team that is still playing hard football. You saw them against Florida last week. This one should be fun. But number one has to be Ohio State, Michigan. The Wolverines have won 4 years in a row in this game, all as underdogs. They're underdogs again this year, looking to make it 5 in a row. They're at home. The Buckeyes are going to have to overcome an insane psychological barrier in this game to come out with a win. Here are the
All right, so there you have it. There you have it. Another good game coming up. All right, the NBA. That's where we are. Look at the standings in the NBA. Of course, a lot of games left. They're in the midst of the NBA Cup, which I think, I don't care what anybody says. I think the NBA was on to something when they started it. I think the players play hard for those games, and the courts are colorful and all that kind of stuff. But the Pistons continue to surprise. They're very good. The Thunder looks like they're still hungry. The Lakers are right in there, and it's not because of LeBron James either. He's back, but the way they have the starting lineup set up, he can, of course, nobody's going to say the team is worse with him on it, but there's a different kind of chemistry with when he was gone. So now he's back, and they have to fit him into the team without disrupting the momentum. I think they can do that. But, and once he gets the groove back, then they're going to be really, really strong. But can they beat the Thunder in the playoffs? Well, right now, the Thunder's the team to beat. The Thunder is the team to beat, man. My ears was a little cold. All right, so that's the standings. And I hope you guys can see this. This is the tournament standings. And we got a few undefeated teams here, okay? And I think when I pulled this, maybe some of these, these things are going to change tonight. But I believe once these games are played, we're going to have some playoff picture next week. This could be like a couple of games behind. I'm not sure. I thought it was up to date. Okay, so here's the schedule. So tonight there's a bunch of games. The Detroit plays the Celtics. The New York Knicks are in action. Milwaukee's in action tonight. Orlando Magic, which is playing pretty good basketball this year. Washington Wizards. Indiana is hapless. They just really hurt. And they just, Then, of course, then I have the Knicks here twice. So this is like probably Friday. So some of these things are out of order. Anyway, so here you go. On Friday. All right, so I have that one should have been on the other page. So anyway, there's a whole bunch of shit out of order. So there's the schedule. Okay, so Clay and John Morant got into it a little bit. They've been feuding for years.
Klay Thompson can't stand the Grizzlies no matter what team he's on. Other night, Santi Aldama intentionally trips Cooper Flagg. What was that? He could have seriously hurt the number one pick on purpose for no reason. Klay gets in Aldama's face. Yeah, backing up the young guy. Klay getting kind of an attitude in his old age. Because chance to tie late, Cooper passed to Klay. Deep three, no. Brick. And nobody loved that more than John Morant. Immediately goes up to Klay. Finger in his face saying, "You a bum now." This is clearly personal. But after the game, Klay basically ended Ja's career.
Now, listen, you know what? Ja is, he's just so childish. And, we're going to listen to what Klay said. But, I mean, you're on the bench. You're not even in the game. How are you going to get up and put your finger and almost touch him in the face? I mean, first of all, he should be fined. He should be fined. I mean, with all the baggage he has, the NBA should have a zero tolerance policy for Ja Morant. I mean, well, that was really stupid. The game's over. They won the game. And so he's out there taunting my man. So I don't think we've heard the last of this. I bet you they might slap him with a suspension or at least a tech.
He's a funny guy. He's got a lot to say all the time, especially for a guy who rarely takes accountability. Been running his mouth for a long time. And it's funny to run your mouth when you're on the bench, but it's kind of the story of his career so far, just leaving us wanting more. We all want to see him out there do his best, but he's just been letting a lot of other stuff get in the way of that. I hate to see his talent go to waste. Wow, pretty much sums up Ja's career. And it's interesting Clay went that route. It's kind of like when you're
that is exactly the route he should have went. So that's enough said, right? The guy's not even playing, and he's still being an asshole. All right. The NHL, league is back on, so I just kind of segue right into the NHL. There's the standings for the NHL. If you're a big hockey fan, they're in full swing. If any fan I would have been is the Rangers, and they're down in the depths. I don't even think why they got 11 losses. So yeah, like 500. So the Islanders and the Devils are playing better than the Rangers. Yeah. So anyway, that's where you are. I think that one of my problems I have is that they're both in the same. All three of those teams are in the same division, and probably rightfully so. But it seems like all those guys are right on top of each other, within 30 miles of each other in terms of teams. So I don't know. The Devils or not the Devils, but the Islanders and the Rangers are the oldest ones, but New Jersey wasn't its own team. So at one point, the Devils were real good. Anyway, so that's, season's young. So other sports banter. All right. The transgenderism still is a big deal, even though Trump is trying to put edicts out there with executive orders that you can't have trans, men infiltrating women's sports and locker rooms and spaces. But essentially, his edict kind of doesn't go down into the state level. There's some organizations who are actually starting to comply, and they're doing that because women are starting to speak up. It shouldn't have taken, as much as women influence the electorate, the fact that transgenderism has gone so far is absolutely because women let it happen. And now they are, people say that transgender is only 1%, but when it comes to sports, thousands, I'm telling you right now, thousands of young girls, biological girls, have been displaced by transgenderism. Thousands, not just a few, thousands. And it's all women's fault. I don't think men should take it. Of course, men is coming to their rescue again, but this is absolutely 100% liberal women's fault for not going apeshit crazy as soon as Bruce Jenner won Woman of the Year. And so look at this big rock'em sock'em robot that, a man. Now, I'm going to let this guy talk, and we just a few minutes of this. Because at one point he says, at first glance, she does look like a woman. This fucking person is like 9 feet tall.
What is happening, Magnum Sites? This is going viral. And what's interesting is while I was looking up the information to report this to you, it seems that we have an update that I think you all are going to like. The majority of you are going to like and think is fair. So, video here, woman here is defeated, saying this is BS.
Look at this woman right here.
She walks off the stage.
She didn't just walk off. I think she dropped the F-bomb on this chick.
After a biological male wins.
I'm going to play that again. I'm going to just play that again. Before she walks off, look closely. I think when she looked at her, what does she say?
She walks off the stage after a biological male wins the strongman competition. And was crowned the strongest woman on earth. So this blew up. When I woke up this morning, I was scrolling and I was like, okay, this is probably something I'm going to talk about today. And as soon as I jump on here to talk about this, apparently the backlash was so huge that the female competitor is now crowned the strongest woman on earth. And the biological male was stripped of the title.
Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at him. I mean, look at those arms, man.
Says here on Fox News, power restored after transgender athlete initially won the title, female competitor.
I
And
think the backlash, listen, a lot of people don't realize this, but I think the fact that the people who want to speak out, the females who were quiet, have gotten energy because of the Trump's executive orders. The fact that you're not getting fired now for speaking out. And I just think that this furor might not have been so heavy if we didn't have a viral moment with that kind of butchy looking woman, but it was still a woman, was really mad that they had a swinging Charlie in the locker room at one of the gyms. Like, that woman is pretty hard. I would imagine that she's batting for, the ladies' side, on her own, but she still didn't appreciate a swinging Charlie in her locker room. And she made a big stink and it went nationwide. It got viral. And she's in California. She charged up the California, a guy running for a California governor. She charged his ass up. They had to quiet her ass down.
Andrea Thompson is now recognized as the strongest woman on earth, this time with official backing. Thompson originally finished in second place, losing by just 1 point
Oh man, go ahead, man.
to
Man,
Jamie
yeah,
Booker
what's up, man?
in the open women's
I
category.
was looking at something else.
The
man.
competition
I didn't
Organizers
anybody.
stripped
Hold on,
Booker of the
man.
title once it was uncovered.
What's going on, man? I need to get a bell or something, man. What's going on, Coach?
What's up out there, man? Hey, man, can't help because you blind, man. Can't see,
No,
man.
actually, you know what, man? I'm making a mistake, okay? Because I'm looking at the page where I can stop and start it,
Yeah, I
and it
got you.
takes over the whole thing, so I can't see who's coming in. And if nobody's here, I don't check as often.
No, I got you.
I don't get
Just
no
gotta
kind
switch
of
back and forth.
notification, so I don't see all the bells and whistles, or else I would have saw you earlier. How long you was sitting there?
About 3 or 4. Oh, I came in, then I stepped out. I don't know what time it was, but then I came back. So
Hey man, listen, man. I see you cursing me out. I got 5 posts here. Yo, you can't do. Where you at? God damn
I'm at
it. What's
no,
going
man, it's
on,
all
man?
good. What's up with you, man? How you doing, man?
Oh man, I'm just chilling, man. I just getting ready for Thanksgiving and all that kind of good stuff.
No, man.
I got some stuff I'm gonna cook. I got the turkeys for tomorrow. I'm gonna do that early in the morning. Then I'm gonna make I always try to do something specialty. I'm gonna make a seafood stuffing as a side dish, dressing. So I'm not gonna put it in the turkey. I'm gonna put it on the
What's
side.
gonna be your seafoods out there?
Crab and shrimp. You put it in a baking pan with some
Yeah, for sure.
cornbread.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, I got it all set up, man. It's gonna be good.
No,
Anyway.
I appreciate you, man. I rock with you cooking, man. I rock with that. You know what I'm saying? I can do a little bit, but my wife, she loves to cook, man. She's excited, man. I was running around last 3-4 days. She get excited, man. I came in today, she was dancing like.
You ready? You got a lot of family coming over. What's happening?
Nah, man, it's gonna be me, her, and the dogs, man.
Oh,
The dogs
okay.
got down some Cornish
Your
hens.
son
Man.
your son ain't popping in. That was he?
Nah, man, he's working, man. He's working.
All right.
I ain't mad at that. He's working.
Man.
I pay, man. He's going from Florida. He's going from up.
Oh, that's right.
around
He's
the-
driving truck. Yeah.
Yeah, he's hitting the whole gamut, man. He's been to California since July.
Wow.
They gotta get so many miles, right? So
Yeah.
he can get on his own once you get to 60,000 miles.
Okay.
From July, I think September, he was at 60,000. So he's been riding that 60,000 mile. He made his mark that soon.
Yeah.
And man, he's just driving, man.
Man,
I
man,
talked to
man.
him on the phone. I track, I got his little GPS tracker.
Yeah.
We track each other, but
But he making some good bank, huh?
man, he got a nice little stash already. I told
Yeah.
him, man, in about 5 years, he'll be
So
ready.
you helping him manage that or what?
Yeah, man. I told him, man, I'll help him. I told him, get a little investment, and we'll sit down. When he said he ain't gonna do nothing till we see each other. So
Okay, that's cool.
So
Yeah,
when
man,
I see him,
I
we
sit
gon'
down with my girls, man. I got them set up nicely, man.
yeah, just something like
And
that.
I just, as part of my, since I had the time, I can look at their shit while they're working,
Yes, you can do
so
all the research.
I'm like a real manager, I
Yes.
still don't give them respect. I don't make a lot of moves without telling them first. But anyway,
No, that's the real shit though, man. I appreciate it. I learned from you. I might be calling you, get some advice where to shift a little bit of his little money, see where it's at, couple.
we'll talk about that. Hey, have you aware of this transgender dude who won the competition?
Okay, man. Listen, this is the first time I've heard of this. What you showing? I was like,
you see that guy? You see how big that dude is?
Okay, come on, man. Listen, man. I'm glad that we are finally getting out from up under the feminist mindset of the nation. I appreciate that.
Well, you know what? It's not over. It's
Come on,
fine.
Come on now. Listen, how in the hell a man 6 foot 230? They allow him to enter into the women's contest, right? Then he beats a woman who probably beat out every white woman, green woman in the competition.
Oh yeah.
And then you give him the trophy on national TV.
Yes.
And then you backtrack after she had to do, because then nobody else at the event have nothing to say. And the fact that she had to go backtrack.
Well, let me play a little bit more of this, because I'm not gonna play that much more, just for a second. Because this guy explained, this guy got 2 million subs, by the way.
Yeah, man, shit. Talk shit, get you paid.
That Booker identifies as
Wait till this
trans.
picture, you see this.
What's interesting, I must say, is that the trans woman here, I thought initially was just a big, strong, like just pictures out there where if you look real quick.
Okay, all right. Okay. Would you have thought this was a woman?
No.
Yeah, their excuse is that they didn't know she was a woman through the whole competition. I think the other people were going to just let it slide until somebody yelled and screamed, because they can't tell me that nobody in the whole committee didn't think this was a man.
President Obama and Michelle probably knew this wasn't a woman. What you talking about? I think everybody know. Everybody know. She taking steroids and everything just to keep the fat on her, make it look like a woman. Wow.
Look at the shoulders as big as any linebacker, man.
Come on, Alpay, man. He done cut his John off and shit. Come on, man. There's women that look like that, man.
Sure that this guy cut his John off, though.
Man, that's something, man. That's what I'm saying, man. I grew up in a time where a man had to be a man, a boy had to be a boy, a girl had to be a girl. All this so weird shit, man. I ain't never rock with that.
No doubt about it. I mean, I'm not arguing with you, man. I agree.
No, I'm just saying the fact that they allow. Look, the sister. I ain't mad at her because I know she looking like this little man ass. You know what I'm saying? And look, and they celebrate. I mean, look, that's in an arena. That's in an arena, right? Yeah. See what I'm saying? See how they try to cheat everything they do. They try to cheat.
Unbelievable.
Because they wouldn't have gave it to a black man that was dressed like a woman. Never, ever. No, never. That's why they only.
I'm not disagreeing with that. Yeah, but I'm just pissed that the men who try to pass as women, we all know they're doing it because they can't handle being a man.
Well, that may be true, but they also doing it because they're allowed to do it based off the laws of society.
Yeah.
So
I got okay. So Clarissa Shield is teaching Unc how to box. Okay,
yeah, you gonna need it.
Did you see any of this?
Oh man, I'm interested, man, to see
Yeah,
it now.
Hello, it's your favorite sports dunk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community. So before we move on, Nightcap staff wants you guys to react to Carissa Shields teaching me how to box. Let's take a look at this.
Let me see this. Where you at, huh?
Almost. So we gonna bend your leg some.
Hey,
There
man,
you go.
step
And
into your
put some of the
punch.
weight on your back leg. On your back leg. Because what you're gonna do when you push off, you wanna make sure that your weight stay in the middle of here. So when you push off, you're going forward, but you still just you take a little step, go. That's the good jab. So you push off that back.
Hey, they gonna feel it though. See, I'm just waiting.
So that's one of the ones that that's like a flicker.
Yeah.
If you push off your back leg the way that you really want to push off and really get it, that is gonna stick them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like make them say what's up.
Okay.
Yeah, yo, no, that was soft. That was soft. She like that was soft.
I'm eating that.
So when you got this,
She like
hand,
that was soft.
you get the hand up. So you don't want to hit your chin.
You're right. You got
So you're gonna pull this shoulder back, switch position, and put that shoulder in front.
Oh.
That's where the power comes.
Okay.
Boom, boom. Almost. Try again. Go. Ish. That was more stronger.
Oh,
That was-
no.
Let's
Hey,
go again.
boy, you stiffer than
One more
gingerbread,
time.
huh?
Your jab a little soft. Boom, boom.
Too high.
That's
It's too high.
She said
He's
your
throwing it
jab-
too high.
Your jab a little soft.
Yeah, a little soft. I feel her. All right.
Hey, listen, man. Dude, if he fought like that, I could take him.
She look good right there. That little picture right there, that look good.
Yeah,
That's a good little picture.
she's been working, man. She's been working on herself.
She been slimming down, I can tell.
Yeah, she's been working, man. She's been working hard to get halfway cute there, man.
Take that bang off her forehead, she be all right.
Man, you know what, man? These black women with the baby hair bullshit with all that weave up there.
You said, he stopped you.
He can't tell you.
He ain't stopped moving yet. We really know that jab. You see the bag still moving.
so now that we got that jab, we got that right. We're gonna get our hook. We're gonna pull this shoulder back now and make an L with this one. The L up against him. Twist.
All right, okay, coach. Let me ask you, man. You think you could take him, man?
Man, no, man, he hit me. Listen, he hit me in my head one time. I'm going down.
You hit with those soft blow. He got to hit harder than that.
But what I'm saying is our pain, our boxing, but as far as when I'm thinking about me, yeah, I'll take him. We'll go pound for pound because I know how to punch.
I'm not no fighter, but if
we'll go pound for pound. We'll go pound for pound, and I might knock him out.
All I'm just trying to say is if he throws blows like that.
No, but you got yeah. But he's still learning how to throw. I know how to throw, and I know how to get out the way. See, that's the difference. When you box, it ain't always about throwing punches.
You know what I admire about
It's about getting out the way.
You know one thing, man, I give him credit because he don't really mind getting embarrassed.
Well, he ain't really getting embarrassed because he was already been shamed. Now it's just being a man, Some dudes ain't. Now, see, dude like Shannon, only thing Shannon said, he ain't never really learned how to fight.
That's true.
That's all it said. And he know now, but he know now he got to protect himself. There's something you teach a kid how to fight.
That
should have learned. He was a big dude. He played football. Remember, he said girls didn't like him. I was ugly. See, dudes like that, they new to it. So
I got a couple things for you. I want you to check this out. Just a little bit of this. I'm gonna skip around. I know you got a couple of minutes too. That's good that you're here early. This is fast.
I don't know if y'all have seen this recent photo of these.
Now this is they had like this shindig at the Pacers, and all these guys, a bunch of them came with their girlfriends and wives, right? And they're all white or racially ambiguous. And some sisters came out all pissed off, right?
Wow.
As usual.
Basketball players. Somebody called Dr. Umar.
Mind you, all the players are black and all the girlfriends were white.
Because a lot of times when you have athletes, especially who come from predominantly black communities and a lot of times low income communities, and this is kind of like their golden ticket out of the hood.
White women are a status symbol.
That maybe they appreciate lady more. Don't mind being held accountable.
These are the women that take accountability. Accountability is like kryptonite for a lot of you niggas. We get blamed for everything y'all do. We get blamed for the state of the community, responsibility, and we take accountability when a lot of you just flee.
That's the real reason. They still want us, but not the version of us that's always battling with him.
I'm gonna just fast forward to this.
Girlfriend or a girlfriend who's like super
That's the bullshit.
So the NBA draft just passed, and everyone's still wondering about why every single professional athlete seems to have a white girlfriend or a girlfriend who's like super light skin, almost white. So I worked a whole entire year in marketing and sports for professional athletes, but I also live in Miami, so I've met a lot of like professional athletes as well, just because it's Miami. And let me tell you something. When there's a black man, especially a black man who's come from a predominantly like black community, right? And he's about to go into the NFL, NBA draft, whatever the case may be, and they're waving millions of dollars in his face for endorsements, brand deals, sponsorships, whatever the case may be, the brands most of the time want proximity to whiteness. So that means whatever the brand wants, they're going to get. And especially when you have managers and agents who are like money driven and who know they're going to get that 3 to 5% cut off of that athlete.
See, you know what? I stopped it there because what she's saying is absolute bullshit. You know, what do you think?
On which part?
About her saying that the marketers are telling the brothers, you got to get yourself a white woman or racial.
That could be true. That could be true.
It's not. You know why it's not true?
That could be true. That could be true.
It could be true because it sounds good.
No, I think some validity
you can't make a man get a racially ambiguous wife to make money and then marry the bitch, man. You don't even know this chick. A lot of these white girls, a lot of these women hang on to these guys when they're in college.
No, they don't, Arpain. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't.
Okay, go ahead, talk to me.
They don't hang around. A lot of these white girls, they be passed around in college. The white girls that's gonna marry in college marry white men. They marry white men. They ain't looking.
We see a whole bunch of black guys coming with girls on their shoulders, man, coming out of college.
But still, those are the ones been busted around. Most of them ain't coming from no high power money.
Who's busting them around? Just the regular. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, listen.
Wait a minute. You gotta tie the string for me. If I'm college guy, you're a college guy. I come out like a lot of these guys. We see.
Hold up, you going to play sports, NFL, NBA. You're gonna more than likely get a white girl whose parents work 9 to 5, maybe live with grandmama. You ain't getting the top Becky's.
The girl. Where did he meet her at?
Most of them meet them just on the whim. They just meet them on the whim. Think about how pain. A lot of dudes ain't.
Most of these guys, they say they met these girls in college. But
they be lying. Yeah, towards the end of their year when they get ready to go to the league. Yes, they already know who's going. They be having. It's already set up.
I don't disagree with that, but what does the marketer? Okay, I don't agree with what I don't disagree
because the brand, the big Nike, the Nike brand, the Under Armour brand wants you to. They might come to you and say, if you want this contract, don't get no Sapritas.
No, man, listen,
I'll pay half these dudes don't even know the girls they with. That's why they walk and be out with her. They be looking so goofy when they outside. They don't even talk to each other. They ain't even like, you know what I'm saying? If you with your lady, I think about it. You at the spot, you with your lady, you over with your wife hugged up, like, yeah, what's up? You like, you want some, hey, bring me us some popcorn, come on, man. They'll be over our payroll.
I think this is the biggest myth in the whole world that the marketers are telling the brothers. I mean, this shit would be a big scandal if the marketers actually were telling the brothers, if you want to make money, you got to have a white or racially ambiguous girl. It wouldn't be just.
No, they ain't saying it out loud, Arpain. They ain't saying it, but they know what they're doing. They ain't got to say it out loud to push
she's saying they're actually doing that. They're actually recruiting. That's what she's saying.
But she might know some inside information.
It would be a big scandal. It wouldn't be just some scrag out saying it, man.
Who gonna say, Arpain, who gonna say something? They gonna get paid.
All I'm just trying to say is if it was a real thing, they couldn't keep that shit under wraps.
Yes, they could.
No, they couldn't. Not that. No,
yes, they could.
No, how?
Yes, they could. Now, listen, I'm sure she is embellishing what she's saying as far as they say go do it, but they don't say go do it. They don't do that. They're not going to have nobody.
They're going to encourage the athlete to date a white woman.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, there you go.
They're going to encourage that athlete to date women who are very, very light-skinned and also have a very classy persona on social media.
Whoa.
But see, that's a lie. That's a lie.
Which part is a lie?
That's a lie. Now, here's the thing. She's light-skinned. Hold up. she's light skinned, so obviously she's been passed around. Obviously, and right as far as what was the last thing she said?
Wait, hold on for a second.
5% cut off of that athlete, they're going to encourage the athlete to date a white woman.
Are you sure about that?
They're going to encourage that athlete to date women who are very, very light-skinned and also have a very classy persona on social media.
That part out, Pain. That's a lie. You know why?
Well, okay, tell me.
Most of these dudes get them white girls that got old bust down history. That's what them ones they get. You don't see no athletes hook up with no Eagle Longoria like Tony Parker did. They be getting these old regular, degular smegglers that come out the club.
Eagle Longoria was a bust down.
But still, she was a star in her realm. She was a movie star. She was making her own money.
Well into his career.
Oh, man. No, these other girls, man, they your regular college pass around. Man, okay, they know how to play the game.
You know, but you can almost say that.
Pain, just admit it. Just admit it. A lot of dark-skinned dudes don't like dark-skinned girls. They scared of.
No, listen. Well, first of all, I mean, I can understand. First of all, it's not even that.
They scared of. They scared of.
The light-skinned girls give the dark-skinned guys more play than the dark-skinned women do.
Is that what it is?
They're looking for a light. Yeah, man.
Well, why come all the dark-skinned women say they want tall, dark, and handsome?
Yeah, man,
it makes no sense.
Dark is like a. That's just like
that's what they all say. I'm light-skinned.
Let me just say, come on now. How many dark-skinned sisters wish you was banging them out? The dark.
I don't know one.
No. You probably couldn't keep the dark-skinned sisters off you.
No, that's not true.
Oh, come on, Coach.
I'm telling you. That's the ones I used to go after the most.
You used to go after the most?
Yeah.
Because they gave you the path of least resistance.
No, they gave me the most difficult time.
Oh, get the hell out of here, man.
I promise you.
Come on, man. Listen,
I promise you, but I couldn't stay away from them, though.
I can't say about your thing, but for me,
light-skinned girls was all right, but I wasn't really into them unless they was just
I'm talking about dark-skinned women.
I'm talking about dark-skinned Worcesters, your complexion, my wife's complexion, my mom's complexion.
The dark-skinned women came after you like droves, man.
No, they didn't. They didn't.
Come on, man.
They didn't. I love them dark-skinned, man.
The light-skinned women were the ones.
The light-skinned women, no. They
gave me the most play.
But I was getting it. But that's what I'm saying. But I was getting it from both sides, though. So
you were getting tripping. Listen, I mean, every so often I got hooked up with a chocolate chip. But they were looking for the light-skinned dudes with the curly hair. They were doing the.
They weren't looking for me. The dark skin, it was all. I mean, I love it, man. But that was my. I like the dark skin because they the most competitive. They like the most. I guess to say challenging. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I hear you.
I like that. That's that. I love that, man. I love that. These little bobber heads right here. Weave is something that I always never liked. Since the time when it came out when I was in high school, I used to be like,
me either. Me either. Hey, listen, okay, so I forget about looking at the picture where she's all glammed up.
Oh my God, who is that?
My girl.
Who is that?
You know that's my girl, man. I gotta have.
How she in here? They ain't even in the season. How she make it to the lineup?
Because I wanted to look at the words over here. The WABA, the girls are asking for this, and I want your opinion.
Yeah,
they want a salary of the max salary of 1.1 million, a men's salary of 220K, and an average salary of 460 for I guess veteran minimum. What do you think?
That's asking for a lot, but it's doable. It's doable.
I don't think that. Yeah, man. First
of all, it's doable with the NBA.
I agree with you. Let me tell you, A'ja Wilson should have a 7-figure salary.
Yeah, A'ja Wilson. Yeah,
she definitely should, man. There's just no way she shouldn't.
Yeah, everybody on her team should be making 220. Everybody on their team.
Yeah, man. I don't see how. So I don't think this is unreasonable. I don't think this is unreasonable. Right now, this is their play, right? You know, they just showed them mismarketing genius over here. I don't care what nobody thinks about Angel Reese. She is a great marketer.
I mean, yeah, she gonna be Miss Hood Rat NBA out for the whole career. I'm telling you, she gonna be Miss Saprita NBA her whole career. Watch.
Yeah, man, no doubt.
And when she ready to get married, guess what? Some dude go marry her.
Well, listen,
some dude go give her a son or a daughter.
Oh, listen, coach. Of course somebody's gonna marry her. But let me ask you, man. There's a soccer player. There's a soccer player getting ready to marry one of the most notorious porn stars. She's still fucking active. I just saw the news. He's a real dark-skinned guy. He leaves his wife, who has a baby. Hold on. What? He leaves his wife, who looks like the porn star. She's pregnant. And so they say the lady's name. Her name is Tiana Trump. Okay.
So stop right there, Alpine. Let me follow you. He had a wife who's pregnant.
Right.
He left her to go with the bus down.
That's right. Let me finish. Her name is Tiana Trump. So, of course, I got to go see what the girl's talking about. So I go over to the favorite hub to go see. I plug her name in. And the very first video that popped up is her with 6 men's straws in her mouth.
I mean, come on, man. All right, man, talk about something else, man. That's
I'm
crazy.
just saying. He's saying he's gonna marry her.
I mean, that dude's he's dark skinned, ain't
he? Yeah, he's black as hell.
He ran to a light skin. Hold on, he ran to a light skin, didn't he?
Yo, man, I don't care what color she is. How could you?
He should have stayed with his wife, man. He should have stayed with the wife. This dude, he won't even be in the league. He won't even. I'll pray for him because he might not even be in the league that long.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
He might be sprung out.
So let me ask you a question. We could get off of that. But as a man, when you see a man doing something like that, don't you feel a little bit like some of our humanity is gone when we see a man do that? I don't know this guy from Adam, but just to think that he could actually marry a woman who has, shit coming down her mouth, man, from 6 different guys.
You're 1,000% correct, Alpine. The man, I don't know, I guess the man, it's so many dynamics to the man, right? The whole psychological confidence and being of a man to know that another man has conquered your woman, that you're going to fight for your. That's just crazy.
But let me ask you, let's get to the questions, okay? Because it's just sad to see. I had to go check for myself. I plugged their name in. I said, oh my God. Anyway, okay. The first one is John Moran. Is he finished in is his skills have eroded a lot, but is he's finished in Memphis or is he finished in the league?
Man, that's about 50-50 Alpine right now, because one, it's still early in the league, but he's going to have to start picking up his game. But I think if he doesn't play well, he'll be out of Memphis. And if he goes anywhere else and doesn't rise to that occasion in that first season, he'll probably be out of the league.
Isn't that incredible?
It's sad. It's a sad story. When I see stuff like that, remember I'm a coach, so
right.
I shame us. And I'm not saying me and you, but what I'm saying is his father shows up at the games. His father's there. And somehow nobody got a hold of, hey man, we need to change course a little bit.
His father,
and let's be better.
I mean, he came from a middle class. His father, they came from a regular middle class household. They were kind of well to do. Anyway,
but you adults now. You know what I'm saying? You put that childish shit behind you, man. You can't flourish playing a childish game.
His father hasn't tamed him at all. Even if he's an adult. If I had a son like him, I would have cuffed him up already, man. I would have grabbed.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's not, I'm not hanging with my son. My son is hanging with me. He's hanging out with his son.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It makes the man
It's
of a
on-
black man look weak.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I'm hanging on to the money. I don't want him to do a
Because
Kobe
I
Bryant.
think about it. He was projected one of the top 5 players in the league.
Of course he was.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Anyway, so Shedeur Sanders, man, he played his first game.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, why? You know, the thing that makes me mad is that we have a referendum on a guy who hasn't even got a chance yet. Like Stephen A. Smith was on TV saying if he doesn't have a good game, that his career is over.
But see, those are narratives that Stephen A. has to push. He for ESPN. He ain't just coming up off the top of his dome with that. But it's not over.
You know the white boy he has on there, Diane Orlovsky?
Yeah, the new dude is whatever.
Yeah, Dan Orlovsky said, Stephen A., this is the craziest shit I ever heard. How are we going to say a guy, if he has a bad game, his career is over? What are you talking about?
Exactly. It makes no sense. But Stephen A. he's been a reporter. His left arm is weak. So yeah, no, I mean, but you know,
Stephen A. so full of shit because it just
he put him in the box. A lot of people put Shedeur in the box, but not me. I always knew he had it in him.
Well, that's one game. So okay. Let me ask you.
That one game is enough, I paint. It broke a
Let
Cleveland record.
me ask you the next question on that. On that same point, when the guy they started before him, the other rookie, comes back,
Caleb,
do they keep Shedeur in or do they?
Yeah, why not? If they don't, they'd be the dumbest coaches in the history. Listen, you have 2 rookies. One rookie has already played his 5 or 6 games, right?
Right.
He's hurt. Okay, cool. Now we got 6 games left. We already got a losing season. Shedeur come in, win 5 or 6. Next year, it's an open competition, straight up.
I agree with you. I agree with that.
Why would you? And look, we're going to let Deshaun sit on the bench again. He's going to be 3rd string his last year. Y'all fight for the position.
Right.
And then whoever win out starts. The other
you know who won? Deshaun Jackson. Whatever. He's
over chilling. And see, either way, it's a whole. I like Cleveland's position, but they must start Shedeur for the rest of the season.
We'll see.
They must start him for the rest of the season.
I agree with you, but I don't even think they announced. First of all, the coach doesn't like him.
Well, whatever the coach do, if the coach want to win, he better get out his fucking feelings and go ahead and start. He get out his fucking feelings. You go to win.
I got one more for you before you.
I'm sorry, Pan. I'm sorry,
no,
man.
That's cool. No, that's cool. I'm
a Shedeur fan because I know what it takes for it to be a hell of a quarterback, and he got it.
I'm for him too. I mean, this whole notion that he's too arrogant and all that, they only put that shit on a black man.
And that's some old bullshit.
That's some bullshit, man. I mean, he got to be some humble pie. You know, I think they take the sins on the father out on him.
Because Peyton Manning wasn't humble at all. Him or his daddy.
None of them. They refused to go to teams and everything. I'm not going to that thing.
His daddy had a losing career.
That's right.
That makes sense.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But you're going to say, I mean, come on, man.
And he dictated where his son went, too.
Yes, on national TV.
That's right. So anyway, man, the third one. Okay. I mean, let me ask you, is it too little too late for the women to start acting like they really care about men invading their spaces? You know, that's the last one. I mean, they're really.
I mean, it's a little too late.
Remember they tell you that the transgenders are only like 1% of the population?
Yeah.
Something like you hear that, right? They use that. Yeah. You know that you could Google it because I'm gonna Google it again. A lady said a statistic that transgender men have taken thousands of scholarship opportunities from girls. Thousands.
Yes, all levels. I'm paying everything that we trying to walk down in this country was under Democratic rule, Obama, Biden rule. They gave us 3 strikes in gender equality.
Yeah.
That's what they gave us. That's it. They gave 3 strikes in the 90s.
That's right.
Let's make a boy a girl in the 2020s.
Yeah, unbelievable, man.
But in the world, all that's got to go so we can get back to being men, and the women can get back to being women.
You know what? I can tell you
and
what,
the kids can get
the
back to being
Republicans
kids.
are blowing it, man. These guys could be back in office by 2020 next year. They can take back the House, and they might not be able to get the presidency, but still, man.
I doubt it because watch what I tell you. Between between the first of the year, I say tax time, and the next tax time, the American people go have a great opportunity. Listen to what I'm telling you. Don't say I didn't say it,
I'm with you, brother.
Brother like you, retired, you're going to get a little more money. Brother like me,
okay,
I'm going to get a little more money.
Okay.
My wife go get a little more money.
You doing it.
Watch what I tell you.
You over there loaded over there, man.
No, listen, man. Watch what I tell you. Don't say you didn't hear it first, Alpine. I promise. I ain't gonna say how, but I'm pro-America. I'm pro-America.
You got both. You know, this is my 52nd episode this year. This is my second season.
Yeah, man. You be rocking, man.
I don't have I need to learn how to market this better.
Man, you just old, man. Go get some old dudes around the block, man, that like sports. So go to sports bar.
And I'm just getting them on is tough, man. I don't want to be on. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, just find some old random dudes or something. Go to a little bar. See if Phyllis he can stream you. Hey, that'd be cool though. You go to a little couple of bars out there and tell them you be on and tell them put your show on.
Yeah.
Man, them old dudes will be up there listening, man. They'll be like, oh man. I'm trying to tell you. That's a good marketing I'm paying. That's a good one.
Man. I hear you talking, man. So, hey, the show's on tonight over there on PSN.
Yeah, man. Shoot, I ain't been there lately. I've been coaching and stuff, man.
So we get the night off for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, we ain't got no school today, and off the next game is next Monday, man. But
yeah, man, I appreciate you stopping by, man. So if I don't really get to you right away, it's because I have the screen different. I need two. First of all, I hate to say this, but I don't have two monitors. If I had two monitors, I would see you right away.
I got you. Ain't no big deal, man. You know, that's all love, man. I'm just
messing
with you, man. You know, I know you.
One more question for you. Are you still going to that Evolution channel with those dudes?
I ain't been over either in a while since I've been coaching. I was over on that channel last night, though, talking to her, though, chilling.
Just
random topics, man.
I remember her a long time ago. It was another girl named Chocolate Earth.
Chocolate Earth. Chocolate Earth. She cool, but Chocolate be wild.
There's only so much I can stomach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, I don't care, man. I'm going in fight now, Payne. I'm Gen X, baby. I'm gonna fight today. They give me something to do, man. When I'm bored. That's all.
Yeah, I hear you, man. All right, brother. Absolutely, I appreciate it, man.
Sure.
All right, so you guys they're starting up, man. You might be a little late. And for everybody else, man, on the replay, listen, if you're still here and you heard some of this, put an emoji or anything or a comment in the comment block saying that you were here, and I appreciate you staying this long. And anyway, here's the outro, and I'm going to say good night from the Swivel on the Sports Bar.
Grab your friends, it's time to play. Join the fun, we're here all day. Watch the game with drinks in hand. On the swivel, let's take a stand. On the edge of our seats, we live for the thrill. In this moment together, we're feeling the chill. So here's to the laughter as we gaze at the stars. We say goodnight from the swivel at the sports bar. In the flicker of the screens where our spirits ignite, let's cherish this time as we fade into light. Tasty bites and big screen thrills. Every moment gives you chills. High fives and cheers, it's quite a sight. Join the crowd, it feels so right. As the game goes on, our hearts beat as one. Memories in the making, oh, this night's just just begun. So here's to the laughter as we gaze at the stars. We say goodnight from the swivel at the sports bar. In the flicker of the screens where our spirits unite, let's cherish this time as we fade into light. So good night, my friends, till we meet again in this world of the game, through thick and through thin.